try to log into the Abdakar Online server again. Loading terrain. Okay. Back in. I don't know why it did it, but it did it. Is there a way to make game mode creative for everyone, regardless of what their name is? Like just typing in all?
You mean just make it game mode creative as soon as you start?
No, I just mean make it game mode creative for everyone. Like if I got like 20 people jumping in at the same time, and I want to have all the game creative.
I could set creative to the default game mode and then set it to force creative upon join.
Okay. Now that would be a little better, actually. Because for right now, we're just building the kingdom, which is quite literally why I named the stream Building the Kingdom.
Yeah. Of preparing the kingdom.
Or preparing the kingdom, yeah, pretty much. I really would like to have a sponsor, though. That would be really cool. Get Starbucks a couple shots
there's always people looking for sponsors, and especially the smaller companies are looking for smaller streamers. Because what company doesn't want to get their name out there, especially in their target audience?
Yeah. I can't say that Starbucks is really targeting gamers, though. It's kind of funny.
Well, there's lots of things. I didn't know G Fuel existed before they sponsored a streamer that I've seen before.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's a whole company marketed around energy drinks for gamers.
I should like send an email to what's it called? I should send an email to Starbucks company and see, you know, if I get any attention back. Okay, that one comes out. Comes in. No, wait, what am I doing? Goes back a few feet. 1, 2, 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3 blocks before 1, 2, 3. Yeah, before 1, 3. Lamp. Let there be light, and voila, there was. Okay. I think I did. I forgot to do the other one at the other end of this building. Okay, dokie, what are we doing here? Over there. I wonder what the rules of sponsoring it are. see Dr. Disrespect has Gillette sponsoring him? I think I lost you in Discord. Go. Over here. Alright, lamps are in, lamps are in. Excellent! Should put one more here. Right here. Let's see here. That side, that side, that side, that side. Okay. You gotta wonder if they're gonna bring Loki back in the Avengers movies. Or have you not seen the Avengers movies yet? Obscenity, you're not there anymore, are you? He's gone. I'm all alone.
I like how the lights look with your texture pack. They look like they belong.
The what's?
The lights, all the lamps.
Oh yeah, the lamps. Okay. For a second there, I thought you had abandoned me. I couldn't hear you. You weren't responding to questions. I felt sad.
Sorry about that. I'm pretty deep into that computer building game.
That's okay. I'll let you slide this time. This time. So you know how to program a texture pack?
Yeah, I think the first language I learned was C, but I don't like C++. So
Texture pack is C++?
no, you were saying about programming, so
Oh.
so just in general.
Got
With
it.
texture packs or resource packs in Minecraft, they just use like JSON files. So JSON is like text files separated by spaces, and it's really sensitive too, because if you put a tab instead of a space, it'll break the entire thing.
Oh wow. Sounds like
Like
Excel Power, or not PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel.
yeah, Mojang's whole system runs on JSON. It's actually pretty common in APIs, but their whole system runs on it.
Okay.
It's like if you go download a version of Minecraft, the response will be formatted in JSON. If you like fetch usernames from their server, it's the same thing.
Just can't jump too fast when you're trying to go into flight mode. It's annoying as all get out. wondering if we should stick like really high towers, not fancy towers like I built up before, but just really high towers where people can climb up on a ladder with a big platform and use their glider's wings.
Oh, that'd be cool. I have a pretty terrible looking tower in the 1.13 world. It's where I've made the spawn. It's basically just prismarine bricks with windows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tried to make it look interesting. It's also got gaps near the doors. That was unintentional, but I made good use of it because I stuck item frames there with bows in it to just say you can be an archer and shoot through the holes.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, so if you're getting sieged by mobs, you can hit them.
So, an item frame, does that automatically, does it spawn as many as you want, or only one item?
An item frame just holds an item. Like you put an item frame on something, and then you put an item in it.
So you can't have like an infinite item frame that'll just keep spawning out items every time someone hits it?
With commands you can, because with commands you can check whether the item frame is empty, and if it is, refill it.
Okay. Alright. What do you think of my hayloft? Besides the fact that I'm glitching all over the place. Got one down there. And one over here. Nice and lit up so monsters don't spawn. Hopefully. And I should add in, let's see here. How do I want to do this? Is there one more thing that's tricky that I need to do for a Victorian style barn? I'm not quite sure how I want to do it or if I want to do it, but some Victorian style barns actually have a tower coming out of the top of them. Just a small little like tower you can get up into. I'm not quite sure if I want to do that or what. Let's see here. Lighting in here is pretty decent. Let's make the rest of the horse stalls. Gotta do those. No choice. Horse stalls are mandatory. Okay, and then it goes over the window and through the woods. Pretty much. Yeah, I get it. It's dark in my barn. Stop making creepy noises. Okay. Oh, this is where that one was. It's not too hard to build, so I'll just knock it out and build it quick. Let's see here. I do too many wide? No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't do wide enough. Did I? I didn't. It'd be fun to get Mountain Dew to sponsor me too, because I like their Kickstarts. Like ahead of
I haven't tried Kickstart.
Definitely should try Kickstart. Grape, the Fierce Midnight Grape is the one I like.
Oh yeah, I've tried Code Red. I like Code Red.
Code Red is good. I do like Code Red. Alright, so that's the locations of the horse stalls. So now to build said horse stalls. Oh, crouching while trying to run does not exactly going to benefit me much. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I do need to come out one more. Dum, 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 dum. Jeepers, I can't shoot these fences straight for anything. What the hey? Okay. Gate. There we go. One fence down. Surprised nobody has said hi on the server yet besides you. Alrighty. One more. It's amazing how invisible some of these blocks can be sometimes. Shoot right through them and put a block on the wall behind yourself. Okay. That's good. Oh, hello, creeper. You're not allowed here. It's amazing. A bow powered up as high as this goes, it one-shots creepers. And it's raining again. Uh-oh, hay's gonna get wet. That's not good. You know what happens to wet hay.
Wet hay catches on fire.
Exactly.
Where'd you hear that from?
My grandpa used to do hay. I remember one year we had one hay bale that was kind of steam and smoking. Had to keep a close eye on it.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like you can wrap up like an apple pie or something in foil and stick it in a hay bale and it will cook.
Yep.
I mean, it'll take a while, but it'll cook.
Slow cooked apple pie. Man, that sounds good right now. Alright, so I got 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to just do, I think, 2 more because we got to leave an area for shoeing horses. I got to put in all the windows and some better lighting. And this barn is almost done. Feels good, you know? And it hangs right under the height of the lamps. That works really well. Alright, one more. This has got to be one of my biggest builds for a structure, not for a wall, but this has got to be one of my biggest enclosed building structures to date. Because it's larger in scale than the tower is.
Well, definitely. It's a big barn.
Building it to scale. Everything to scale. Gotta be to scale, you know? Scale is awesome. Okay. Alright, so now we'll do...
You know, it doesn't make sense to me. When people make scale models and it's not to scale.
I know, it's like, what? That's not to scale.
Yeah, so I don't get it. Why do they call it a scale model if it's not to scale?
Yeah.
It's like the mini Eiffel Tower in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm like, what's with that? Who cares? So we got an Eiffel Tower. Yeah. I don't know. Alright.
I mean, they already got Lady Liberty from France. They don't need another thing.
Yeah, this is true. I learned something interesting though. You know, the guy wanted to actually build that in France, but he wanted it to be some, like, I think it was supposed to be a statue of Diana, the goddess Diana, and they wouldn't let him build it there. And so he came over here and they let him build it here as Lady Liberty. So that was really messed up when I heard that.
Huh, wow.
Nice. Anvil, anvil, anvil. Nether star? What on earth is a nether star?
Nether stars can be used in potions.
Oh, okay.
Same as nether wart. Oh, and they're also used to make, I think... Ah, crap, I can't remember. But there's something else you can make with them that's useful. Oh, beacons. They're used to make beacons as well.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I would like to see a furnace that just burned for eternity, you know? It was just always lit. I wish they had something that you could do that with in the game. Actually, I know what I know what.
If you put a bucket of lava in the furnace, it will burn for a really long time.
It actually only burns for about 100 blocks of stone.
That's like the longest fuel source you can have.
Yeah, I think coal block is actually just behind it. So I've started using coal blocks lately.
Yeah, because you can stack them, so that's easier to carry around.
This is definitely a build of epic proportions. I knew exactly what I had to put in here to finish this off. Lit furnace, 0. 0 is the direction. Okay. I actually came up with an alternative that I think is going to be better. But thank you.
Oh, what's that?
I'm putting in a forge. Can't shoot horses without a forge.
Ooh, wow. You know what would make sense?
What?
If you made the forge out of clay blocks.
Well, yes and no. I personally, in IRL, I've always wanted to build a stone forge. But, to each his own.
You even got a chimney out the top.
Yep. Gotta put it somewhere. Can't kill the horses. Oh, that's the pain. Come on, Bessie, you can do it. I think generating this rain is actually dragging on the computer.
Did you just say Vista?
What now?
Did you just say Vista?
No, I said generating this rain.
I thought you said, come on, Vista.
Oh, no.
I was gonna go... I was appalled when I thought you said that, because I was like, you're using Vista?
No, Vista, I've never tried Vista. I went directly from Windows XP to this current version.
So Windows XP to Windows 10, or?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's not that
I
bad.
went from Windows XP to Windows Vista and then learned how horrible Windows Vista is, and then went to Windows 7. And when 8 came out, I stuck with 7 Ultimate for a really long time. And then 10 came out, and then I finally went to 8. And then, by then it was 8.1.
Oh,
and then I went to 10, and I just settled on 10 because the support for everything just goes to the newest one anyway. And it's not that much of a hassle to get old games to run on Windows 10. It just takes a couple of minutes.
Wait a minute. Need to delete a block of lava. There we go.
You know how to forge the strongest swords?
I would presume in a forge. I don't know what.
Fire, water, ice, all at once.
Oh, super cooling it really fast?
Yeah. You gotta, the water that has ice in it, when you cool it down, you put a type of oil on top to have the water on fire as well.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it does a weird thing to the steel, and it makes it a lot stronger.
Stop flowing. There we go. What do you think of my forge?
I'm just watching you fill in source blocks and stop it from flowing.
Yeah. Okay, so I finally finished it.
Looks pretty cool. I like the lava texture. It's less cheesy.
Yeah, when I end up making a when I end up getting someone to make me a texture pack, hint hint, a lot of the textures from this source are gonna be put into it. That's the way I want it done.
Have you heard of the website called Fiverr? Alright, Fiverr is a website where you pay someone $5 to do anything.
Huh.
I mean, they have other rates as well, like if you want it faster or if you want it higher quality, there's extra charges. But the base rate for anything is $5. And I guarantee there's people on there that will make you a texture pack for $5.
Probably take them a couple months, but they'll probably do it.
I used it once for my mother's birthday because for $5, I got Kermit the Frog to say happy birthday to my mother. I still have a copy of that video somewhere.
You said for me? Did I just hear that right?
What now?
I thought you said you had a copy of it for me somewhere. I'm like did I just hear that right?
I just still have a copy of the video.
Oh, okay.
Like, I didn't lose it or anything, I still have it.
Okay.
So on these platforms you're putting up on the roof, is that just where all the hay is going?
Yeah, pretty much. It helps, make the place a little bit more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'll put a double lamp right in here. Well, double lamp? No, not a double lamp. How do I want to do it? So one thing I don't like about Minecraft is occasionally it screws you over because everything's either evens or odds. You can't find a half. Let's see, where'd my lamp go? There we go. Alright. Let's get a block of redstone here. Alright, place is decently lit. Now we need a chest. Now
I found a bug in this game.
Oh, you found a bug? Congrats.
Yeah. One of the computers to run GTA 5, the minimum spec is 4 gigabytes of RAM, or VRAM. But the recommended spec is 3 gigabytes. Why is the recommended spec 1 gigabyte less than the minimum spec? Like...
That is weird.
Yeah, little typo there. Good.
Good. Good. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. One in front of every horse stall. Or one next to every horse stall. It's got to be in the same two places too. Because sometimes perfect symmetry is not perfect. There we go. Now, you can't throw an item into a chest, can you?
I mean, hoppers let you throw items into chests.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put, iron horse armor. Oh man. HORSE. You can only pick up one at a time. Dang, man. Why did I grab a piece of bread? I don't want a piece of bread. Okay, well, maybe I'm just gonna not do the horse armor. Just gonna leave every box empty. That way people can get their own stuff and make their own stuff. HORS. Spawn horse. Alright, time to fill out the barn with horses. Oh, wait a minute. No, I gotta do the windows. GLA. Yellow stained glass. I almost forgot to do all the yellow stained glass. And did I do all the alcoves? 2 there. 2 there. I did. Okay, good. 3, 4, 6. 6. Game lag again. I need to go back through the logs of yesterday's chat and see who it was that requested Victorian style and name this place after them. You know? Almost done. This is a door. How wide is this? 3. I need to figure out what the recipe is for a redstone lamp, because these are going to be very, very important in survival mode for me later on.
Recipe for what now?
Redstone lamp. Well, hello to you too.
Redstone lamp is glowstone surrounded by 4 pieces of redstone.
Oh, I got a baby horse! I got a baby horse! Either that or it's a pony. I don't know if they have ponies in the game. Alright. Well, the stable is full. And it's finished. Now, let's see here. Do I want to do some kind of doors? Maybe I just put a couple fences and a gate across them. I like the way that turns out. A couple of fences and a gate at the door. Oop, that's not what I wanted. There we go. stone. It's done! Woohoo! It's finally done! Actually, better yet, let's put trapdoors. Trapdoor. Wooden trapdoor. Shutters on all these. I saw this in those 101 Minecraft hacks yesterday, and now I just love doing trapdoor shutters.
Oh yeah. I keep hearing, well, I don't keep hearing, it's the second time I've heard it, but I've heard the sound of leaving the Discord thing twice.
That's weird.
May just be the server I'm connected to, because I just connected to a different server on Discord.
I didn't know you could connect
Let's see,
different servers.
US South 600.
For horses, they are not extremely active mobs, I'll say that. You know? It's too bad doors aren't on the middle of the block like fences are. You know? Come on, computer, keep up. What the heck? He's getting out. No, back in. Back in. Go back in. Go back in. I forgot to put in a window. Get back in. There we go. Definitely made them bigger on this side. Alrighty. Just a little bit more. There's always something. You think you're done with the project and all of a sudden it's like, nope. There's a little bit more left to do. Come on. Da-da-da-da. So I'm curious, where is the server actually out of?
The server that you're connected to is in Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
And the hub is in Sydney, here in Australia.
What is the hub?
The hub is the world with the two portals.
Got it.
Yeah. The two portals are hosted in Sydney, Australia. Your server is in Buffalo, New York. And my main server is also in Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get good ping.
Obviously. So I'm curious, what kind of hardware does the person have to run their own server? I mean, like out of their own house.
Surprisingly, you don't need that much. You just need the minimum specifications for Ubuntu. I'll look them up real quick. Okay, so you need at least a 1 gigahertz CPU, 512 megabytes of RAM, 2 gigabytes of hard drive space, and that's about it, yeah.
What about a motherboard or anything like that? Do you need anything like that?
I mean, you would need a motherboard, but it doesn't really matter what motherboard, just as long as it has more than a 1 gigahertz CPU, 512 megabytes of RAM, and 2 gigabytes of hard drive space.
So you don't actually have a computer, you actually have just another piece of technology just sitting there doing stuff?
I mean, it is a computer. It's just usually server parts, like parts to build a server, are cheaper than parts to build a desktop, since you don't actually need a monitor or anything.
Oh, no graphics card either, I would presume.
No, you don't need one, because it doesn't render anything. It just runs all the services.
At that point, would you have to pay someone else for a server, or...?
You can pay someone else, but if you want to buy your own, it's cheaper in the long run, because you just get some parts, put it together, and then you don't have to pay rent on it. You just have it, and it's cheaper. Like, you can get, what is it, a Raspberry Pi B+, I think, is like $60. And you can run a server off of that, and it'll be just fine.
Cool.
But yeah, I have the Bungie set up, only running 128 megabytes of RAM for the Bungie, because it's 512 megabytes per 500 players. So, and then the hub is I think it's on 128 as well, and the hub can hold, I've set the hub up to hold 5 players at once, because no more than 5 players should be sitting in the hub. And if they are, and they sit there for too long, it has a timer, so it kicks them out if they sit there too long.
Oh, okay.
And then your server holds 50 people. And then my server, I don't know what it's capable of holding, but I've set it to 500.
Oh, okay. So if we ever needed an upgrade, it's not that hard to upgrade it then.
Yeah. Mine literally has an upgrade button on the console, the management console. So I can just click up, I can just click upgrade, and see, mine's $12 a month. If I click upgrade, it'll go to 8 gigabytes of RAM, which will then be $26 a month, I think, or 24.
Oh, okay. So, is there a monthly fee on mine or an annual fee on mine?
Yours is annual for $10 annually.
Oh, okay.
I was tempted to get the overclock package on mine for an extra $3, but I didn't go with it.
What does the overclock do?
It brings the CPU up to 3.3 gigahertz.
Oh, okay. Tell you, filling is always the most boring boring job of any build.
That's why they made the fill command.
That I don't know.
Yeah, I usually just do it myself anyway, because the fill command can go so wrong. Yeah, on vanilla, if you mess up fill, there's no way to undo it. You just have to fix everything yourself.
Placing so many blocks seems to be lagging out my computer. Buzz off. Some skeletons don't come with the same skin as some skeletons. I wonder if it's because of them using multiple texture packs. Have you heard about that new Spider-Man movie that they're doing?
I've seen the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse.
I didn't get the name of it, but I have seen clips of the trailer because they make memes out of it.
The cartoon one, right?
No, I saw one where he had a new suit and he was changing suits.
Oh, no, this one's...
Like he had his phone out and was choosing different suits on his phone and then equipped one of his suits and was slinging around the city.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, especially when they just killed Spider-Man. It's like, what on earth? They just killed Spider-Man in the last movie.
Yeah, I'm quite sure that was an alternate universe.
What do you mean alternate universe?
Like another reality. I think they made that movie just to mess with people because there are multiple timelines and different things happen on each timeline. That's what Marvel seemed to be focusing around lately, just time and time travel. Because Deadpool 2 was time travel, and Thanos has all the Infinity Stones, so he can travel through time if he wants. He can travel through time and space, so he could be in any dimension doing this.
Probably testing it before he actually brings it to a reality.
Yeah, who knows? They never actually revealed, but I have a feeling it's coming for the future.
Dang, I wish this game would stop glitching like that. I'm actually only on my strange. I'm only getting like 21 frames per second on my stream, but I'm not dropping any frames. That's weird. You interested in the new Shazam movie coming out? Or have you not even seen the trailer? I can't hear you if you're talking.
I'm gonna be occupied for a minute.
Okay. Jeepers, it just won't stop. Alright. Finally. It's done. The barn is done. Biggest build I have ever made. Officially. Without copying or pasting anything. Oof. Duh. I gotta get a picture from the other end. Alrighty. There we go. We got a picture of it. Awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to be heading out for a while. I'm hungry. And we have to get ready for the live stream later on tonight. Probably starting at about midnight, give or take. Because I want to play some PUBG for a while. We'll do some hardcore Minecraft later on tonight, though. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next video.